now back to the show. I'm just gonna show you my recent game corner. I kind of changed things around. As you can see, I took out all my boxes that I have accumulated, PS3, PS2, and PS1. As you can see, I'm a kind of a PlayStation fanboy because, you know, my parents bought that one first, and then it just sort of led into, yeah, that stuff. A lot of space that could be filled. I got 2 Xboxes complete back there, StarCraft, a couple of stuff from pickups and whatnot. I could really use another shelf that could really, you know, show what I got. Now it just looks kind of cramped, but I do like how it looks from here. Little update. Let's begin the show. But first, hey guys, I'm pretty sure once you're done watching this video, you're gonna want to play video games. But maybe you want to take a break and just lie around, eat some popcorn, drink your favorite soda pop, and just enjoy something else other than playing video games. I know that sounds blasphemous, but I do it too. So here are some Netflix picks that I've chosen for this week. First is How I Met Your Mother. There are 8 seasons uploaded right now. It's on its 9th final season, but this is a very funny show. It tells about this guy, he's the main character, and he's telling his kids about his past and how he met his mother. If you haven't watched this show, you must watch it. It's funny, it's just genius, and my favorite character, of course, is Barney Stinson. And you always get this main title stuck in your head, the theme song. So this is the first episode. It's just giving you a little premise of what's going on and stuff. But this is a good watch, and I recommend it to you. Next, this is an anime called Sekirei. 108 Sekireis who are human-like looking characters. They're actually aliens. And they were discovered in a ship that was buried under the ocean. And this is an anime that's action and comedy filled, but as you can see in the first episode, it's kind of disturbing. Towards the rest of the show, it becomes more comedic, it becomes more funny. I like the anime style. There's a lot of boobies in this show, I'll just let you know. It's not very safe for work, but it's very cool, and it's death. Just death in the beginning. But each Sekirei has a special power. They were basically genetically enhanced by whoever found them to become part of this game. It's called the Sekirei Clan. It's like a battle royale to see who's the best Sekirei, and the winner gets whatever they want. I guess their life, their freedom, or whatnot. So this is a very cool show, and I definitely recommend it. Family Guy. They just released a new season out, season 10, just recently. So this is a great show to watch. There's a lot of episodes to go through, and you can see the progression from how it looked from the beginning to now, how well drawn out it's become. It's very funny. There's also great moments. You may not be a Family Guy type of person, but I do recommend watching this just because, you know, if you're bored or whatnot. And finally, this just came out last week. It's a recent show. It's called Arrow. It's basically about the DC superhero Green Arrow, how he came to be. Stranded on a deserted island, which wasn't really deserted, by the way, and he trained himself to survive. And then when he comes back, trying to rid his city of these violent criminals. He's just like Batman. He's a billionaire that changes heart and becomes a vigilante. So this is a good recommend. Okay, welcome back, guys. Sorry for that little boring little thing there. I was bored. I might as well put some filler in. Anyways, time for this week's pickup. I spent about $82 this week, and none of it was at a flea market or a garage sale. This was basically Facebook and Salvation Army. A guy messaged me because I posted on Facebook looking to buy NES, SNES, N64. A lot of people hit me up. Most of it was like little junky titles and whatnot, but this guy hit me up and he had a bunch of NES games that he was looking to sell. And I picked out 2 of them, and I was like, how much could you do for those 2? And he said, you know what, for all of it, how about $30? And I was like, you know what, sure, I'll go for that. 9 NES games, 1 Super Nintendo game, and 2 controller accessories. Killer Instinct, This is the first time I ever had this game, so pretty cool to have. Super Mario and Duck Hunt games. It has Carl written on the back. Super Mario Brothers 2. Tetris. Tetris 2. Major League Baseball. I think you pronounce it Xevious the Avenger. And all these carts are really in good condition, but the ones that I actually picked out were these two. First off is Miss Pac-Man for Tengen. Kicks, or Quicks, or, you know, QIX. And both of these games are pretty decent condition. The reason I got them is because, you know, as you saw in the pricecharting.com. So these two alone make up the big bulk of the price. Nintendo Zappers, one gray and one orange. They both work and they both have their cords. As you saw in my introduction, the ones that I actually have, I actually stupidly cut the cords off, because back in the day, you know, when I was going around shooting things, pew pew pew, the cords would get in my way and I just cut them off like a dummy. But good thing I found two replacements with the cords, so that was a good pickup for 30 bucks. Salvation Army pickup. I was going there every day basically, and there was nothing. All it was the same stuff, same old junk. In the middle, in front of the register, there's like this whole pile of boxes and whatnot. There this one day, I think it was Wednesday, I went there and I was looking around, and then I spotted this. It was like this. All I could see was the back part. I was like, oh, a Sega Genesis game that was in the pile. And I picked it up. I was like, oh, it's okay. It's a decent title, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But it is complete with manual and game, and this game looks really clean. Like they never played it. It's never seen the light of day. And the manual has a little creases, but it's a very nice manual. It's very clean. So just by seeing this alone, I went on a manhunt to see if there was anything else in this whole pile. Because mainly in that pile is a whole bunch of office supplies. Somebody just offloaded everything that they have in their inventory of old style office supplies. There's like floppy disk ink and just paper and staples and hole punchers and auto numbering machines and whatnot. I went around that whole pile looking for stuff, and I did find some things. Gran Turismo 2, the Greatest Hits Edition, it's complete with the manuals and the discs, both discs. I really didn't want to pick this up. I mean, it's not really worth that much, but I just bundled it all together. N64 transfer pack for your Game Boy. 2 N64 type, you know, you can use this for your Nintendo, Super Nintendo, GameCube, and N64 AV cords. A RF switch that you can use for the Sega Genesis, NES, and SNES, 16 or 18-bit. Sega Genesis controller, N64 gray controller, N64 atomic purple controller, and it had this gold, I don't know, maybe a memory card or whatever, but it's not labeled or anything, it's just gold. Two consoles, an N64, a Sega Genesis Model 1. This didn't have the power, I couldn't find it, but, you know, the guy was charging 10 bucks a console, so I don't normally see this one, so, and the N64 still kind of sells, so why not? The guy charged me $52 for this whole bundle, and he was going off like saying, you know, if this is $10, right? The console alone is 10 bucks. If he bundled the game, the controllers with it, he said 25, and he said it was gonna be cheaper. But when I, cause he didn't know what he was working with, like he didn't know what goes with what. So I was trying to, you know, be a little sly and whatnot and say, oh no, those don't go together, they don't bundle. So what he did was he charged this $10 and $5 a piece for the controllers. And he said it would have been cheaper if I bundled it, okay? Let's do the math. $10, 5 a piece. So this is 10. 10, 10. If I got them separately. If I got them together, $25. Save me money. Yeah, good math there, sir. I spent $20 for this, But if I put it together, I would have saved myself $5. I was like thinking, I was like, are you punking me? Where's Ashton Kutcher around here, man? Cause I don't know how you're saving me money by bundling it, sir. I was just confused. I don't really want to bother with him because he's this big dude and like he's kind of nice, but like he's just trying to make money for the Salvation Army because I think he's a volunteer. So I didn't really want to argue with him. But anyways, I am going off topic. The two main things of this whole bundle that really saved the day was first, it's not complete and it's not even in the right case, but I did find X-Men vs. Street Fighter for the PlayStation. It's in a rough shape, condition-wise, but I think you can like resurface it or whatever. It's got some minor scratches, but yeah, I never seen this one before, and it still goes for a pretty penny loose. And the main thing that I found that I thought was awesome because it's complete is this. It's a Game Genie with a Game Boy, and it looks like this. If you plug it into your Game Boy like so, and you put the game in here. Really hella bulky when you're walking around like this, like ho ho ho, Pokemon. It's complete with the booklet in the back. It does have its manuals. Manual, the sticker sheet. It's missing 3 stickers. Oh, actually 2, because one is taped to the back right here. I don't know why. Blank sticker sheet. I think you stick to the back of the game, and then you write your own little codes that you found somewhere else. Get the latest code book. Update order form. Very rare that I find complete stuff at the Salvation Army, like this Game Genie. I also found this. I was also debating whether or not to pick that up. I mean, it is complete, but it's like something I've never even heard of, and it doesn't really go for much, but I saw Gamester81 saying that it's pretty rare. It was kind of a flop. I mean, it does look like kind of a boring thing to play, that it loses its value and playability after a while, but it's rare. It was complete. I went back the next day and the box is gone, so all that's left is the styrofoam and the game stuff. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. It's kind of boring sometimes, so I gotta spice it up with some extra stuff. But that's it. Thanks for watching. I hope you find some good stuff where you live. And Corey Danger signing out.